Hi there, this is NIki Rowland, designing for Hip Kit Club. Today I'm working with the November kits. I have the November main kit, the Project Life kit, the embellishment kit and some bits from the colour kit. I'm working on the sketch from today, designed by Audrey Yeager, and I also have cut out a whole bunch of the Scandi Numbers, which is one of the giveaways, the December giveaways, number 12 days of giving, day 4 that was. So I've cut all of those out. I've gone from numbers 1 through to 25 and I've cut them from different coloured cardstock that was in this month's kit. So I'm mostly using cardstock for today's layout, which is very unlike me. I usually use lots of pattern paper and a white cardstock background, but today I'm doing neither. So I've gone for that really dark blue cardstock for my background, and I've taken the middle out so not to waste it, and I've gone for the really light pink card as my background. What I've done there is I've just cut a little bit off of the top and the bottom of the pink and layered behind that beautiful blue navy gingham paper, which is one of the Hip Kit Club exclusives this month. And now what I'm doing is I'm arranging all of those numbers that I've cut. I did them on different coloured cardstock, so I used the blue that I've used around the edge, the pink that I've used for the background, the corally colour, and the kind of tan colour as well. And I've cut numbers from 1 through to 25 for a Christmas countdown layout. And I'm using the sketch to arrange my numbers in a similar way to how the sketch is arranged. So the sketch seems to represent lots of different paper layers, but I have decided not to go ahead with that option today and to do something a bit different. And my numbers are representing the shape that appears on the layout. So now that I'm roughly happy with where all of my letters are, they're numbers, where all of my numbers are, I'm just going to get all of those stuck down. So I decided to raise up the larger coral coloured ones. I cut those bigger than all of the rest, mainly because it contained the number 25, and I just thought it would be good to have some variation. So I cut all of the pinky ones, or the coral coloured ones, ever so slightly larger than all the rest, it just gives a bit of a variation. I just thought it would be good. So I've done those bigger, and I've decided to pop all of those ones, just that colour, up on foam pads, and all of the other numbers I'm just sticking flat. I'm just using a wet glue and getting those stuck in place there. Now that all of my numbers are stuck in place, I'm just going to layer up my photo, and then I can start embellishing my layout. So I've just layered up the photo onto another piece of that gingham blue navy paper, which is really beautiful. It's one of my favourite papers from this month's kit. I've put that onto a wood grain journaling card, and also a pink frame is in there as well from one of the ephemera packs. So I just wanted a few paper layers behind my photo. I didn't have a lot of room in between my numbers, so I had to keep the layers fairly small, but also I want the main focus of the layout to be the numbers themselves and my photo, of course, but I didn't want to focus too much on adding loads and loads of papers and loads of embellishments, because the main feature is all those numbers, which is telling the story of the photo. So I need to keep my embellishments fairly small. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going through the kit and working out what I can get in. I'm adding the small pieces in the same colours. So I've pulled out some pink and blue leaves, and any items of the ephemera and enamel dots and the stickers, anything that is in those colours I'm using. So my assignment this month was actually my assignment today's layout was to create a Christmas layout using the November kit. So this is how this layout came about. I love those numbers, so I'm obviously using a Christmas cut file, and I've pulled out all of the colours that I think could work as a Christmas layout, Christmas colours to use for this layout. So I've gone for navies, pinks, blues, and I'm adding just a little bit of gold there with the gold thickers for my title. I've also used the navy little letters, exclusive little letters, which were for the word Christmas, which I've got above on my photo through. So yeah, I'm just adding tiny bits now. I've got some leaves going in, I've got some hearts, some small stickers, some phrases here and there, just dotting them around on various parts of the layout. On the sketch there's quite a few stars, and I wanted to kind of represent those, not with stars in this case, but with the different little embellishment clusters that I use all the time. So that's what I've done, and now I'm just going around adding in some enamel dots to add to that effect of the stars from the layout, from the sketch, yeah, it's all just coming together. I'm just kind of fiddling now. I've realised at this point I have literally nowhere to write my journaling, so I'm going really tiny there, just under the 6 and the 16 there, and just bringing my journaling round to curve around, kind of to anchor it to the letters, numbers. Honestly, I keep calling them letters. And what I've done now is I've gone through and added some stitching. I've used like a coral coloured thread. I was trying to, it's more of a reddy shade. I was trying to match the colour of the coral cardstock, but I wanted it slightly darker than that. Obviously wanted it Christmassy too, so I've just gone threads, and I've gone through my title so that my letters don't fall off, and I've also just added some extra stitching, some lines underneath the title to extend that red colour a little bit. So you'll see in the close-up in a minute that I've just added a whole load of machine stitch lines. I had real trouble pulling that thread through, as you can see. So yeah, I've got a number of red lines under the word countdown, and I'm really just finishing off the last few bits here. I've realised that on those letters, those exclusive Hit Kit Club letters, that they had some hearts on, so I've just used those. And I'm finally finishing off by adding some splatters of Pop Art Pink shimmers, which was in the November colour kit, so I've used that as well. So there you go, that is my Christmas layout using the November kits, following the sketch for today. It was NIki Rowland for Hip Kit Club. Thank you very much for joining me. See you next time.